I'm excited today to welcome a very special guest, someone who's very near and dear to my heart and a very close friend of my family. And I have been in admiration, I guess. I've admired Congresswoman Val Demings for so long, growing up in Orlando, Florida. Congresswoman Val Demings, are you here? Welcome to the stage. Welcome to JusticeCon. There you go. Hey.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. This is the Congresswoman of Florida's 10th Congressional District, none other than Representative Val Demings. Y'all make some noise in the comments for Representative Demings. Welcome, Representative Demings, and thank you for joining us today for this inaugural JusticeCon.
Well, thank you so very much. And let me say good morning to everyone and to you, Reverend Stephen Green. My goodness. Now, you know, I watched you grow up. Yeah. And I was proud of you then, and I'm so proud of you now. And just the amazing, outstanding, dedicated public and spiritual servant that you have become. So kudos to you, as well as to Greater Allen Cathedral. We are so excited to be a part of this amazing. I was listening to the first panel, and I was like, man, let's have a little bit more of them. But we're just so proud. We also greet all of the organizers, the activists, the presenters, the prayer warriors, the foot soldiers, and everybody who is here to make this happen. I'm honored to be with you today and to bring greetings from the 10th Congressional District in Orlando, Florida. Thank you all for the important work that you are doing. It does not go unnoticed, and it is not taken for granted. Thank you for helping us to form what we've been trying to do for centuries, a more perfect union. As a legislator in Washington, D.C., my number one job is to protect the health, safety, and well-being of all people, and ensuring that no community is left behind and no people are left behind. Now, that comes to you from the daughter of a maid and a janitor. How could I ever forget? But Dr. King put us on notice when he uttered these words: we've got some difficult days ahead. Now, when you think about that, and when he said it, we already know that Black people had already experienced some extremely difficult days for centuries in this country. But Dr. King was not talking about the past. He was preparing us. He was preparing you and preparing me for the future. But he did not speak as those who had no hope. And when I speak to others who were involved in the civil rights movement, who made the sacrifices long before us, they do not speak as those who have no hope. They're still full of fire, still full of passion, and still full of promise. But Dr. King assured us that better days are ahead. Don't believe me? Let me share his words. He said this: I may not get there with you, but we as a people will get to the promised land. Dr. King stressed, he emphasized the power of we. United, we will get there. United, we stand. United, we as a people will bring much needed change to things. But not just greater accountability with police departments and our criminal justice system, but greater accountability in economic development, greater accountability in healthcare, greater accountability in housing, greater accountability in education, greater accountability in wages, and better jobs. I heard you, Reverend Francois, as you were talking about the trillions of dollars that we recently passed in the House. I heard you. I heard you. We as a people will get there. I do believe as we face these dark and difficult days that God has strategically placed all of us in certain places at certain times to do certain things with a specific purpose in mind, totally committed and focused on fulfilling Dr. King's vision. As we celebrate Juneteenth, remembering June 19th of 1865 and the ratification of the 13th Amendment in 1865, I'm also reminded of the Civil Rights Act of 1965 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. We, as a people, got it done. So despite America's complicated, difficult history and the difficult days that we face ahead, I believe in the promise of America because I've seen the promise of America. So let us get there together. God bless you, and may God continue to bless the work of your hands, minds, and feet. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Representative Val Demings, for that awesome charge.